Okay, Itamakskanathani, good morning. It is just after 9 o'clock in the AM on Thursday, June 28th, 2018, in the full moon period of the lunar cycle Misamsuta, the long rains, our second summer lunar cycle. And I thought I'd start off this morning just giving a little bit of an update on how things are going with the fledglings and hatchlings and such that we've been trying to rehabilitate here. The deformed crow baby passed away unexpectedly, but I guess it maybe shouldn't have been unexpected. There was something wrong beyond just the deformity, I think, or it might have been part of the complex, but he really wasn't eating and he wasn't picking up on eating on his own, and I had to pretty much force feed him every time I was giving him food. He wouldn't take it from me, so I'd have to grab him and put it in his mouth and put it, far back so that he swallowed it and all of that. So yeah, there was something going on, digestively, I think, that wasn't working right. I mean, his poops were all good and everything, but he might not even been digestion, just he wasn't willing to eat. Okay. The two magpie fledglings are doing very good. They're both in here, and they're actually locked up for the night, but I should let them out. They've been coming out. I'm trying to get them to, right now, to strengthen their wings and stuff around the house. Flying out of here and exploring a little bit. There you go. There you go. Right on. Yeah, so these two are just about ready, I think, to introduce to a foster family in the neighborhood somewhere. Especially this one that's flying around. He's ready to go. So that's going to be happening soon, the release. I also got this little guy here, who is, I believe, a wren, house wren. And I don't know if you can see him in there. He's just in the corner. It's very dark. But he was in a little nest before. He came to me as just a hatchling. And can you come out in the open a little bit in the light? I can see you. There you are. Yeah, he came to me as a hatchling, and I was, with his eyes still closed and everything. I've been feeding him, and now he's fledged out of his little nest, and he's become much more reluctant to eat from me, So today we're going to do a test in here. We're going to take a worm. We've already got one here. We've got a worm here. That's one worm. Let's get another one. Let's get a live one. We'll take the worm, leave it in here because I am going to go. I'm just getting ready to go for a run, so I'm going to be gone for maybe 40 minutes or so, and while I'm gone, we'll see if this guy will eat on his own, and if not, I'll have to feed him when I get back. But if he can start eating on his own, then he's ready, Then he's ready to be released. Okay, back from my run, and checking on the little guy here. He might have eaten that worm. Let's take a look. There's the little man. Where's the worm? There's an old dead one there, but where's the big one? It looks to be gone unless it's hidden in a crack. But he's looking like he's begging, so I'm going to feed him anyway. I just kind of squish their head so that they don't bite the bird on its way down the throat, because I know if Mama was feeding him, she would do this already. She would Already give him a good crack on the head. Oh, jeez. You just attacked it, but you missed. Let's get it again. There you go. Yummy, 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 yummy. All right, so unclear as yet whether he ate that one. It might be kind of like stuck behind one of the bars. I don't know. I'm gonna take a little bit better look for it and keep going. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon now, and just pulling into the north side of town. Someone had called a couple of times through the rattlesnake hotline today, reporting a crow fledgling who is on the ground out here in one of the neighborhoods. So I'm gonna go take a look at what the situation is there, whether its parents are still attending to it and such, whether it's the kind of thing where the fledgling actually needs to be picked up, or if it's a better idea if he just hangs around there till he's right fledged. So we'll go see. Alright, so here's the scene where the baby crow is supposed to be. He could probably be anywhere in here, and I'd have a pretty hard time finding him. I see over there by that fence, there's a cat. Probably can't see it on the GoPro, but there's a cat watching. Not yet seen the crow. Oh, I think I found him. So far, no sign of parents in attendance. And there's the baby right there. There's the baby. There's the baby crow. Into that yard. That yard looks dense and difficult for me to pull him out of. Maybe it might work in my favor. Who knows? All right. Okay, so the parents are still here. Obviously, taking care of him, watching over him. And not just the parents, but a whole wealth of crows. So that's a good thing, and that's perfectly healthy and normal for him to be out of the nest, and then as long as he's attended, you know. So we're gonna leave him alone. Crazy enough, I just got a message about another crow. It's just a couple of blocks over, so let's go look at that one. Another fledgling. This one, they say, has a looks like it has a broken wing, but we'll check it out. Oh, I see the signs of someone helping the crow. bird feeding with water. So let's take a look around. Maybe
Hello there.
hello.
I haven't seen him in the last hour. He's always here. That's an empty house. He goes over there and sits on the porch.
Okay.
And then he just circles from that tree to that house in here. I haven't seen him last hour.
Kind of wanders around. Yeah, there was another fledgling 2 blocks over, but he's not really broken and the parents are still attending him, so I just left him.
Oh.
He was just a little bit early out of the nest, you know.
Yeah, so he'll probably stay in, but I haven't seen him in the last hour. We got parrots, so I put the parrot food here.
Oh yeah.
And I put a whole bunch of goodness, nuts and everything here. And he was here all morning.
Oh.
Of course.
It's a good bushy, hidden area for it to...
Yeah. He comes up the stairs, hops up all the stairs and everything, and sits on the railing here. I think he would move when he was here.
And he's trailing one wing, hey?
Yeah, it's right down.
Okay. Yeah.
He's usually on the go, just like he makes a circle and just keeps them moving.
Yeah, I'll look around a little bit.
Water and-
Yeah, look around a little bit, see if I can see if he's here. It's 3:30 now. Back on the road again. I kind of just gotten home, you know, got in relaxy mode and started, well, not completely relaxy, but I've been meaning to sweep the floors and stuff, so just kind of doing some domestic work. And a rattlesnake call came through, so back to it. Going to the other side of the river this time to the Lethbridge Country Club, where they have a rattlesnake already in a bucket for me. I'm gonna have to look at this one really carefully and see whether it's one of the ones that I've picked up from there already this season, because if it is, then I think it's probably trying to get west from where I've been, you know, relocating them there. If it's trying to get west from there, it's probably trying to get to the river. It probably belongs on the other side of the river, so I don't want another snake that doesn't belong there getting confused because of my relocations and wandering out onto Scenic Drive to get hit, you know, like happened the other day. So we'll see when we get there. Good. Another snake. You guys have been busy this summer.
Yeah, lots of snakes. You just ready to
Oh yeah.
have fun. Check the sentence.
Oh yeah. Stay on the stick. There you go. Here's the situation. I have taken a good look at this snake. He has some really distinct pattern markings that are easy for me to use to compare against the images of the snakes that I've taken this year. And he doesn't match up to anything, unless my eyes are playing tricks on me, which it wouldn't be the first time, because that last snake that got hit, it was like that, right? I brought it out here because I didn't think that I had picked it up before when I brought it out here the 3rd time. So I got to be more careful about that, but I don't think I've picked this one up before, which means it still could be one of these Southside snakes. This still could be its territory. So I'm going to let it go here, but I'll show you a little bit of, you know, give you a little geography of the area, right? So we're looking now west toward the river. you might be able to see the structure of the University of Lethbridge over there in the coulee, right? If I look north, there's the cemetery. And remember that one that got hit, I dropped it off here in this bush the first time I picked it up, and then the next time I picked it up, it was in the crematorium up here, just in the cemetery. So it just went north, right, looking for where it needed to be. I picked it up there, brought it back to this bush again, and it went north and ultimately went on to the scenic drive that runs along right in front of the cemetery. So, you know, I'm hoping that this one actually lives here, and if it doesn't, if it does live to the west, that it figures out that it needs to go west, right? If it needs to cross the river, that's what it needs to do. The problem is going west from here, you run into the, down at the river bottom, you run into the country club. And so they're having a hard time getting across the country club, you know, when I put them out on this side, if they belong on the other side. So if I pick a snake up, I think more than once at the country club, you know, in a season, and it seems to be like really just within days or a week or so between pickups for those ones that are having this problem. If they're that close spaced and I've picked it up before, I think it needs to be on the other side of the river, because that's where it actually belongs. All right, anyway, let's get this guy out of here. Again, like last night I was talking about, I want to really be more careful with my handling of the snakes. Just coming in and out of the bucket is not that big of a deal, but when I'm actually picking them up originally, you know, I'd like to get away from using the tongs. I think you can judge by the degree of rattling how well I'm doing with this. All right, buddy. Yeah. That's a wrap for that one.